Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Ultimate General Civil War. After our previous success at the Battle of Cold Harbor, we are directly thrown into the Battle of Fort Stevens. The enemy is attacking us with 35,444 soldiers and 150 artillery pieces. On the other side are standing 10,172 Union troops and 84 guns. These garrison troops have 3 batteries of 24-pounder howitzers, 1 battery of 12-pounder howitzers, 1 battery of 14-pounder James, and 2 batteries of 12-pounder Whitworth. They also have 2 skirmish units armed with the Spencer repeating rifle and 2 cavalry units armed with the Spencer carbine. And the infantry brigades are all armed with the Springfield M1863 rifle. But of course we are not going to let this garrison fight on their own. We are rushing in to help the defenders, and with our reinforcements we are going to bring 36,900 soldiers to the battlefield and a total of 120 guns. General, the situation is dire. The Confederate army is advancing from the north towards Washington. The only obstacle between the rebels and our capital is Fort Stevens. And the extensive defensive line from Rock Creek to Piney Branch. We have got strong defenses, but we are lacking manpower, as most of our troops are expediting south. There's no time to wait for our whole corps to arrive. Advance each brigade as it arrives in double time to reinforce the fort, or else it will certainly fall to enemy hands. Our men are organized and the battle can begin. Over here our garrison troops are getting into defensive positions. We have a strong fort over here with 12-pounder Whitworth and with 14-pounder James. Down here we have 24-pounder howitzers and 12-pounder howitzers, and behind them is another battery of 24-pounder howitzers. As well as over here. This is an impressive sight. Down here the men of Seymour are getting into position, and I have ordered Sawyer to get office horses to defend down here until more of our troops can arrive. They're rushing ahead at the double. And down here the first enemy units are advancing. Artillery fire is heavy. And we have skirmishers on our side. I want the skirmishers of the 19th Veterans to attack them. And I want these men to focus fire on battle as quickly as possible. Artillery, also focus all of your fire over there. These skirmishers are only to distract us. Down here, these batteries also need to shoot at Grimes. These skirmishers are not going to be a big threat. The 22nd Veteran is blocked. They cannot shoot at the skirmishers, but it looks like they can shoot at Grimes. Down here, if the enemy breaks through, we have another battery in reserve. For now, nothing is really happening down there. I am going to get Sawyer skirmishers off cover so that our own skirmishers can take position over there. Sawyer, mount up and get closer to the main line. Down here, McGinnis, you are going to move up down here to replace Seymour. Cook, you're going to replace our own skirmishers, if possible. Heinzelmann, you're going to be replacing Briggs. Nope, artillery, do not get out of cover. I only wanted you to focus fire on their skirmishers. Race, you are going to also move up over here. Artillery, open up. Lewis is now under heavy danger. Seymour, rush in. And the rebels are attacking our left. We have some units over there, but I am going to send a race over. And Sawyer can now pull it on Lewis. This is good. The situation is very chaotic for now. Lily is marching out. Down here, this unit needs to focus on Cox. We have the veterans over here who have destroyed enemy skirmishers. They can now retreat. And over here, I'm going to have Rockefeller preparing to advance on Atkinson. Reed is coming up. Wonderful. How's the situation down here? Reinforcements are coming up. Brick skirmishers have done a really good job, but now they can withdraw. Heinzelmann's men, you can fill the gap. Brick's men, you are needed behind our artillery. And the Confederates are trying to flank our right. Good that we have reinforcements. Cook is out of condition. McGuinness needs to hold out for just a minute. Down here, Johnston is flanked and now withdrawn. McGuinness takes their position. McGuinness skirmishers, you're going to get out of cover. Cook is going to take your positions. Down here, more enemy units are advancing. Seymour, get behind our lines. McGuinness men. No, Cook, stay there. McGuinness, you're going to move around to take positions over here. I do not want the enemy in our rear. Race is coming up. You can stop running now. You are already completely exhausted. Rockefeller, I'm going to get you dismounted. And we hear movement behind our lines. Sawyer, I'm going to get you around. You might need to hold out here. Seymour's men, can you get a good volley off on Doyle? This would be very beneficial. Down here, enemy cavalry is routing our guns. Briggs, open up. And this battery was completely destroyed. I hope I don't regret it that I sent Sawyer back. Seymour skirmishers are dishing out quite some damage on Doyle. And Cook is blocked. Okay, Cook, rush out of cover. Get on the flank of Johnston. It doesn't look like the enemy can break through here. How's the situation in the north? More or less stable again. Briggs, you need to hold out. Briggs, I'm going to send you forward just a bit. And as we can see, the situation here is under control. I'm going to send Sawyer over. And more of our brigades are arriving. These are units of our storm brigades. I'm going to send them forward, but I'm not going to let them double time it. 2 hours left. And Seymour is already hunting Doyle. Cook, attack McCausland. Double time it. To rotate. And now you can continue moving normally. We are bringing more and more men to the battlefield. Wonderful. We have pressure on this side. Race skirmishers, you're going to get out. Race is going to replace you. And Rockefeller, you are getting forward. You're going to shoot Atkinson in the back. Seymour is now getting flanked. Cook, charge at Jackson. You weren't able to reach him, but you can immediately rout him with a good volley. Now rotate to get McCausland. Down here, Seymour is routing Johnston. Doyle is getting back into the fight. Hurry up, man. Down here, another attack was repaired. Smith is now attacking us. This is not looking good. We are lacking ammunition. I am going to send Banning over. And I do think I have to send in our men on the double timeline. 12 pounders you're going to set up over here just in case. Down here we have force back OT. Rockefeller is now moving on Atkinson. And these units need to focus on Terry. Our fort is under heavy pressure. They are able to rush over with their cavalry over our defenses. I have never seen anything like that before. Heinzemann, focus on them. Sawyer, get off your horses and move up behind our line. General, get over to support Heinzemann. How is the situation in the south? Seymour has almost destroyed Doyle. Cook, you can get back into defensive positions. Jackson is not going to be a threat anymore. We have broken an enemy cavalry unit. Some of our units out of ammunition, but supplies are here. They should be replenished quickly. These supplies need down to focus fire to support our men down here. Our melee units, I want them to form up over here. And these units also can stop running. I want them to help down here. And I have forgot to give some orders to semis. I'm also going to move them forward. Sawyer, make ready. And pull it on. Wonderful volley. I love the Spencer rifle. Briggs, get a bit forward. Our withers are hopefully still intact. Where are they? Here they are. Unfortunately, we do not have a valuable target for them. Rockefeller, you are now under heavy threat. I am going to order you to retreat. I have more useful targets for you anyway. Seymour, you're going to get over here. Rockefeller, you can now mount. And get down. I want you to form up over here. You're going to hunt down their last lines and then swing around their flank. And once our support units are here, I'm also going to do the same thing with Sawyer. Major George Briggs is wounded. I think he's not one of ours. And this fight is looking wonderful. Just in case, I'm going to send Racer skirmishers over here and Heinzemann skirmishers on these breastworks. I do not know if they've... Oh, Heinzemann needs to stay in cover. And these units are doing a fine job over here. More and more of our units are arriving. I'm going to send this melee unit into the fort. And these two are moving up over here. Double time it. As Wharton is trying to attack, but Heinzemann should be able to hold his ground. And Sawyer is also able to open up. And with this they should be forced back in no time. And we have eyes on their artillery. Can our wizards get them? It doesn't seem so. Disappointing. Well, where is our cavalry? It is marching up. And with more soldiers of us over here, I'm going to order Sawyer to withdraw, now mount up and form up over here. This unit is now routed. Wonderful. There's a huge load of enemy supplies over here and over here. Maybe we can snipe some of them. And destroy the enemy combat effectiveness. Over here, York is getting withdrawn. Down here, Johnston and Imboden are not standing a chance. And more of our troops are arriving. Martin and Harland are over here. And soon our specialists should also arrive. But I'm certain that they will arrive too late. I'm going to send our cavalry down and attack Smith. Heinzemann has suffered severely. Semis, what weapons do you have? You have also the Springfield M1861. Heinzemann, get off another volley. Now withdraw. Semis, take his position. Double time it. Heinzelmann, double time it as well. You're going to fill this hole. Our melee units are going to march up over here and open fire on Smith flank. Semif got into his position just in time, and we have found strong artillery over here. Rockefeller and Zero. Sawyer, can you get a volley off and then repeat just in time, please? 4 batteries have formed up over here. And their guns are getting into position. Rockefeller, you need to get around. Rosser, you as well. Only if we can keep moving quicker than they can shoot on us, we stand a chance here. Rockefeller has already reloaded. Get into position and fight on Sawyer. You are now flanked. Not good. Why are you moving so slow? Come on. Rockefeller, I am very sorry. Sawyer, get over here. And we have found more enemy units. Why aren't you moving? You need to move around them, otherwise you're all doomed. I'm going to send Briggs forward. And we can keep their guns moving. This is at least something. Rockefeller, another good volley on Carton. Now continue to move. Rosser is now wavering and their guns are focusing in the wrong direction. This is wonderful. Rosser is now routing. Page and Smith cannot decide where they want to attack. And we have found more artillery. Rockefeller, get a volley off and then run. I have the feeling that we are going to lose a lot of these horsemen. This seems to be a melee unit. We have the numbers, but we are now getting rear flank. They should rout quickly now. We have Rosser on the run and we have Briggs moving up. Down here Seymour can now also advance. We are playing a very dangerous game. Briggs, continue to attack them. Sawyer, shoot at Page. The other units are luckily falling back. If we can get a good volley off on Carlton and Page before they can reorganize, we might stand a chance here. Down here everything is holding. Come on man, shoot. Briggs, open up on the soldiers. Seymour, you need to rush in. Briggs, open up, open up. Hold your ground. And with our other skirmishers in, we should be able to hunt them down. Carlton is back. Smith is now also only wavering. And down here Rockefeller is getting attacked by their cavalry again. They're ready to shoot. But they got caught. Hopefully they are able to do significant damage. And our remaining reserves are on the battlefield, but they're not going to matter anymore. Heinzelmann, move forward. Wonderful. Rockefeller was once again forced back. Sawyer is now flanked, I suppose, by their artillery. We know that they have another battery over here. Seymour, get over. And these guns have found their courage again. Man, please just continue to hunt them and don't stop. Down here another attack is forming up, doomed from the start. And I am going to send our specialists over here. These men can form up down here. And now the enemy artillery is almost back to harass us. Down here, Rockefeller has finally found his courage again. Hopefully they can hunt down the enemy from behind without getting arrested by their cavalry. But it looks like this is just wishful thinking. A good volley and the 21st Virginia should be forced back. I do not know why they're always getting into the melee. Come on, Seymour, get forward. Sawyer, get forward. How is the situation down here? I'm going to send these units out. They should have an easy time on the enemy flank. These units from Rockefeller are once again wavering. It looks like their morale is just completely broken. Rosser's battery is almost destroyed. Carlton is the only brigade that is still fighting on. Smith can be kept on routing. Come on, man. Get on Carlton. Sawyer, get Rosser. And Rockefeller is finally back again. Maybe he can make it back to our lines this time. And I'm ordering our soldiers to attack. Are our Wisworths able to reach their guns? It looks like it. Captain John Norris is wounded, and their Rockefeller is going to be catched again. Enemy guns have regained their strength. Sawyer, open up on Page. Rockefeller, charge into Smith. And you may need to shoot at Carlton. Sawyer, you're going to charge into Rosser. I'm almost certain that Rockefeller is going to break as soon as they reach his rear, but at least then these casualties will be worth it. Now, down here we have enemy supplies coming up and either wanting to surrender or getting destroyed. And I'm going to send our sharp snipers forward, and these units I'm going to send over there to guard them. We have our units engaging the enemy. Pala, move forward. And Terry is going to be overrun by Pond and Davies. Now we have enemy cavalry on our side. One of our cavalry units broke. It was Rockefeller. Sharp snipers, get over. The same goes with our JF Browns. And our Spencer suppressions are going to cover in the north. Seymour open up on Smith. Briggs open up on Carlton. Down here we were able to destroy at least one of their cavalry units. Very good. And Sawyer, you're going to directly charge at Page. We have found another battery under Jones. And we are now completely annihilating their flank. Down here our melee units have pursued the enemy far too long. They now need to fall back. We could end this fight now. And I'm going to, as soon as we have destroyed these artillery pieces. We fought these batteries for a long time and they're going to be our reward. Unfortunately, our melee units have taken some damage, but we should be able to replace that quickly. Come on, man. Sawyer. Wonderful. We have destroyed the units that I was looking for. And now I would say we can stop this battle to preserve our own manpower. After this short but intense engagement, I'm happy to report that our losses are quite limited. We have sent 31,700 soldiers, 1,160 cavalrymen and 120 guns into this battle. Of those, 1,500 infantrysts, 21 guns, and 470 cavalrymen became casualties. On the other side, the enemy attacked us with 29,000 soldiers, 1,600 cavalrymen, and 150 guns. We have destroyed 16,000 infantrysts, 45 guns, and 1,200 cavalrymen. We have held Fort Stevens and King Farm, and therefore this battle is a victory. The best unit was the 22nd Veteran, who were able to kill 3,200 rebels, and the 9th Veteran with 2,100 kills. Our best unit was Heinzelmann with over 1,800 kills. The best enemy unit was the 21st Virginia, the cavalry unit that continuously attacked Rockefeller, and our other cavalry. Afterwards comes an artillery brigade under Richardson with 208 kills and Patton with 186 kills. Regarding losses, Lewis has suffered the most with 1,440 of his men getting killed. Afterwards is Cook with 1,300 casualties and Walton with 1,200. From the garrison troops, Rockefeller suffered the worst with 353 losses, and from our own men, Heinzelmann suffered severely with 310 casualties. Thomas Key got promoted to Brigadier General, and Captain John Norris and Major George Briggs were wounded. We were able to capture a large amount of Remington M1861 and 10 10-pounder ordnance guns. Additionally, we got our hands on 1,600 Harper's Ferry M1855 and 1,039 Tyler Texas. Also, we secured a few Patton 1866 Enfield and 3 10-pounder ordnances. And after this fight, we got awarded with the prestigious Medal of Honor. We also got 3 career points, 35 reputation, $381,300, and 26,900 soldiers. With this, we are able to reinforce our army significantly, and we are also able to invest into better firepower. From our first corps, Schimmelpfennig is wounded. Our second corps is looking very well. In our third corps, Mason and Marston need to be replaced, and Ulysses S. Grant got promoted to Lieutenant General. Also, Elder has reached his 2nd star, and 3 brigades of our 10-pounder parrots and 2 brigades of our 10-pounder ordnances reached their 1st star. Our 4th corps hasn't seen any action at all. After this large battle, we are also very close to finishing this campaign. Richmond is the last battle that we need to fight, and we are going to do our best to annihilate the rebels. But before that, we first need to defeat the enemy at Harrison's Creek and at the Georgia Railroad. After that, we can strike into the heart of the enemy and destroy the Confederacy once and for all. But we're going to tackle that in the next episodes. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and until we meet again, I wish you all a great time.